As a solo creator, one of the biggest headaches I constantly face is the endless fight against the clock. Honestly, I can spend 2 full days just churning out one single long video, and people are still shocked when I tell them that. I keep telling myself I need to branch out. More short-form content, more platform-specific posts, maybe even text-first updates too. But there's always this invisible ceiling made entirely of time preventing me from doing it all. If you are making most of the content yourself, you absolutely know that feeling. You have the great ideas and the raw footage, but you just don't have the hours to convert every recording into a week's worth of social posts. That changed significantly since I started integrating specific AI tools into my workflow a couple years ago. I rely on ChatGPT for drafting titles, scripts, descriptions, and captions, and that cuts out a ton of that tedious early-stage grunt work. Still, every single week I get absolutely bombarded with pitches from startups promising to automate everything and save you 1,000 hours. Naturally, I delete most of those emails because they either overpromise big results or expect me to redo half the heavy lifting anyway. But recently, I actually found something that I genuinely want to keep using regularly outside of my general-purpose AI assistant, a tool called Vizard. If you are already recording your content or regularly uploading polished long-form videos, Vizard is one of the easiest systems I've encountered to take one recording and spin it into multiple ready-to-post assets very quickly. It's certainly not magic, but it is intelligent in all the exact right places for my needs. The real thing that completely sold me on it was how fundamentally it's built around smart content repurposing. It automatically finds the moments that have the highest likelihood of performing well as short clips. Then it auto-generates ready-to-post edits, and it can even handle the scheduling so you don't have to babysit every single upload. Let me walk you through precisely how I actually use this tool in my weekly rhythm. I'll be completely honest and show you the specific parts that genuinely shave massive amounts of time off my plate. First up, you just upload your long video file or link it directly from your recording software. Vizard immediately builds a complete AI transcript, so you completely bypass waiting for YouTube's auto-captions or manually copy-pasting everything into another separate tool. That simple step alone shaves off a minute here and there, which truly adds up over the course of a month. Then the platform analyzes that transcript alongside the visual and audio cues to recommend clips that are statistically likely to go viral. That's the auto-editing viral clips feature in full action. It intelligently picks out the punchiest, most engaging moments and creates short edits specifically optimized for vertical platforms. Usually, I'll open one of my recent longer videos, hit that auto-edit flow, and then I wait for the magic to happen. Vizard presents me with a list of suggested clips that are helpfully labeled by why they might actually work for my audience. For example, it might say strong hook, immediate curiosity, or maybe a controversial take, likely to spark comments. That extra context is incredibly helpful because I don't want random 2-second snippets floating around. I want usable clips that drive traffic back to the main long video. I can then easily pick a handful, adjust the maximum length if I need to keep things under a minute for Reels, or under 30 seconds for TikTok. Switching the aspect ratio to vertical is done with one simple click, which is fantastic for rapid distribution. Captions are baked in automatically, and crucially, the positioning, font, and size are all editable within a simple editor if I want to tweak them slightly. What's truly brilliant is that Vizard also suggests engaging titles and captions tailored specifically for those new short clips. I'll simply ask it, give me 3 Instagram captions with relevant hashtags, and it spits out caption-ready text that perfectly matches the clip's energy. That is such an incredible time saver because, frankly, thinking up captions is the absolute worst part of posting for me. I can copy one of those outputs, make tiny edits to personalize the voice, and then get it straight into the scheduling queue. The scheduling capability is the other major win I've experienced with this system. The auto-schedule feature lets me set a precise posting frequency, say 2 Reels and 1 X post every single day, and Vizard starts queuing clips automatically. You tell it the platforms, the ideal times, and the cadence you want, and it starts filling in that content calendar for you. This is a massive difference compared to manually exporting a clip, uploading it to 3 different apps, writing captions in 3 places, and trying to remember what goes where. For someone operating with a tiny team, or let's be real, absolutely no team, auto-scheduling cuts out those major headaches and keeps a steady, consistent drip of content going out. Vizard's content. Calendar view is also surprisingly useful, functioning as more than just a passive list. You can actually see the final clip thumbnail, the caption, and the scheduled time all together in one centralized dashboard. You can drag and drop to rearrange posts, toggle which platforms a clip should deploy to, or even bulk edit captions across multiple entries. For creators who think in terms of themes or weekly content series, visualizing and tweaking the entire week's output in one spot is a total game changer. Now, I should quickly address how this stacks up against tools you may have heard of, like Riverside or Descript. Riverside is awesome for pristine recording and co-hosted interviews, but you still often end up manually trimming and formatting clips for all those different aspect ratios. Descript absolutely kills it for precise word-level editing and overdubbing, but making those multiple platform-ready variants can get a bit clunky and might become pricey for high-volume creators. Vizard's specific strength is really the repurposing to posting workflow. It's purpose-built to turn one long video into many polished short videos with minimal babysitting. If your primary focus is content output volume and efficient distribution, Vizard reduces the friction more effectively than the others do in that specific area. That isn't meant to say Riverside or Descript are bad. They are great, but they excel at different parts of the overall content pipeline. Vizard is the one that fills that often forgotten repurposing and distribution gap so neatly for me. Here are some specific, tangible things I do with Vizard that have actually accelerated my content output. The short clip generator lets me tell it to find the single best 60-second clip that perfectly teases the long video. It returns that clip, explains precisely why it chose that section, and even gives me a suggested caption and hashtags to go with it. I can preview it, tweak the caption slightly, and export it in the vertical format, all done in under 5 minutes flat. For my YouTube videos, I'll ask for descriptions that are strictly SEO friendly and specifically exclude any timestamps. It also suggests alternative titles if the conversation in the video actually went in a totally different direction than my original working title. Vizard's suggestions usually require only small edits, not the full, painful rewrite I've come to expect from a generic AI output. Want to turn one video into a Twitter/X thread, a full LinkedIn post, and an Instagram carousel caption? Vizard can take one core topic extracted from the video and generate a multi-tweet breakdown that is completely ready to be scheduled. For the thumbnails, Vizard can auto-generate initial concepts by taking still grabs from the video and layering various text options on top. The image editor isn't going to give you Photoshop-level depth, but it's fantastic for quickly concepting ideas to refine later in your main design tool. If I want to transform a video into a dedicated email, Vizard will draft a solid newsletter based on all the video's main points. I still usually edit that draft to add personal anecdotes or specific calls to action, but having that near-complete draft saved me so much initial composition time. All of this functionality is designed so you can genuinely go from raw footage to a month's worth of scheduled posts without ever losing the core narrative of your original recording. That, for me, is the single biggest win. It allows the creator to maintain narrative control while delegating all the repetitive mechanical parts to the AI pipeline. Real talk, no software tool is ever going to be truly perfect for every single situation. Vizard isn't magically going to replace a thoughtful human editor when the clip choices need artistic finesse, or the captions need to perfectly match your specific brand voice. But for the solo creator or the tiny team who desperately needs to increase output without constantly bleeding time, this is easily one of the best tools I've personally tested. It's done a phenomenal job picking up the slack where I used to waste hours copying transcripts, resizing clips, and juggling 3 separate scheduling apps. If you're curious, the best next step is to try uploading one of your long videos and just hit that auto edit button. Pick 3 clips, let it generate the captions and a full YouTube description, schedule 2 posts, and then just look at your content calendar. You will see how fast that week fills up. For me, this process has successfully turned the absolute nightmare of repurposing into something I actually look forward to doing. I'm going to keep testing it more to figure out the very best prompting combinations for different social platforms going forward. If you want, I can definitely share the exact prompts I'm using for those Instagram captions, X threads, and newsletter openings in another follow-up video. But for now, if you are a creator who desperately wants to make more content without having to hire more people, Vizard is absolutely worth taking a serious look at. It's the exact kind of tool that doesn't try to replace your genuine creative voice. It just helps amplify it and get your message in front of more people more often.